Hello there, adventurous foodies. Today we're headed to a galaxy far, far away. Picture this. You're high up on the cliffs, tiki mug in hand, sulking Jedi nearby, and you're being judged by a porg for your choice of drinks. This is dinner, Star Wars style.
Well, seeing as I already saw the desserts, it looks like we're having a little bit of mud. I'm excited.
About mud?
What's the worst that could happen?
Well, we're headed off to the cliffs of Ahch-To first. This is a planet where Luke Skywalker kind of went into Jedi retirement. It's known, of course, for its porgs. He went there. He, of course, was drinking mysterious green milk. But we're not going to drink any green milk today. We're going to drink a drink called the Cliff Dweller. It is a tropical drink, typically served in a porg-shaped mug.
All right. Let's get some drink going.
Now, the drink didn't show up in Star Wars in any of the movies, but it did show up inside the Galaxy's Edge theme park.
Okay.
Let's see how it is.
Hey. Cheers.
Cheers. Let's start. Let's start.
That's one way to put that.
Let's start. Now,
Yummy.
have you ever thought of how AI would influence the thought of bartending and coming up with cocktails kind of on the fly? Maybe in a theme park, picking a drink based on your mood, and that really just affects the taste buds and how you can talk.
I was going to say is if AI's picking some drinks, that's a, we'll call that a downtown punch or something like that, because that was a punch.
That was
Mine is completely wiped right now. Good times. I don't even know where I'm going with this.
That's a strong one. If we leave Ahch-To on that experience of that drink, we are headed to Naboo.
Naboo with the Pikobi. Oh my God, I'm doing great over here. Don't worry. Pikobi is next. It's a. Oh.
Pikobi is a delicate egg.
Yes, it is.
It's a delicacy on the planet of Naboo. Typically, what we would think of as caviar. Do you want to start off?
Let's go straight to the egg. I need to get the taste in my mouth. What's the worst that can happen?
No, well, Landon dies over here. Naboo is known for being a very... Oh, you almost dropped my egg. A very prestigious planet. They like their idea of diplomacy and elegance. Anything from a smaller style food plate, kind of like you'd see served in fancy restaurants, to just fancy roast like prime rib, which we'll be eating later.
But do they cry when they eat it?
They might. They might cry if they're drinking a drink from Ahch-To.
All right, let's go big or go home.
There it goes. Is that better than you drink? It's the question.
I didn't take the words out of my mouth. I can still breathe after that one. That is not a pucker punch for sure. Oh. I'm still trying to figure out what the hype is about that. I don't know how people go to a bar and order that. Those Luke Skywalker guys, man. Good for them. They are. I don't have that Jedi power. I already know that right now.
That's a very, very strong drink.
Way to go back for it. So, with the thoughts of with these little eggs being currency, if these were to be rare eggs traded across the planets, what would the trade currency be for an egg? What would you be trading for something like this?
So the fun fact about Pikobi eggs is the creature Pikobi is actually found on multiple planets, typically swampy. So on Naboo, it's actually found in the swamps where the Gungans live. And I know you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Not a clue, but I'm going with you.
Famous character Jar Jar Binks, right? He's a Gungan. It's also found on the planet of Dagobah, which is a planet from the original trilogy.
In the Dagobah system.
Yeah, the Dagobah system, where Yoda basically goes in his former recluse retirement type thing.
Okay. Retirement, you say?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm ready for that.
Right? On the planet of Coruscant, though, they're seen as a pest, not a delicacy. But if you were to take and try to track these things as they go off-world, likely they're going to form some form of blockchain, similar to what we see with Bitcoin or that, where you can have distributed computing. But, yeah, I mean, some planets delicacy, some planets not. So
okay. Well, I'll give that half delicacy.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I would trade that. I'd also trade off the drink. You want to trade off the drink? You want that?
Trade the drinks for some eggs?
Trade the drink for some eggs. I feel like it's a fair trade.
Now we're going to stick around on Naboo. We're going to jump into our main course, which is the Shaak Roast. A shaak is a plains-dwelling creature, similar to our prime rib. We're going to see what this is like. It's served up typically in ceremonies or like I said, they're a very prestigious planet, so it's more of a symbol of status.
Ooh.
So as you dive in, think about the idea of how lab-grown meat and just experimental, what we're seeing with 3D printed foods kind of coming out in the world, what that would kind of do to the prestigiousness of actual meat on these planets. Would it make it as prestigious, or would it actually take away from it?
Edible. Good for those guys. I definitely would say they can throw a party. They're definitely not going to the bar afterwards.
They're having that drink afterwards.
They're not having the drink afterwards. 3D printed foods. I'm thinking that kind of steals from the game there. I mean, because I know 3D printing stuff now makes it kind of easy. You can just print whatever you want. So if you're printing your own foods,
Yeah, see, I look at it as like
how
you get the exquisiteness of the look, but you lose out on the naturalness, the uniqueness of, hey, by the way, if I raise this creature a certain way, I'm going to get this and it's going to be rare. It takes away the rarity if you can constantly reproduce this in a lab.
I'm kind of interested to 3D print a food now.
That's going to be the next 3D printer in our office.
That'll be the next one. What are you doing? Printing food. Something I would do.
It's very fitting for IT. This is good.
Yes.
I do like the roast.
All right. So now it's the Mimban Mudslide. But not really mud. Not really mud. Because I already had my torture for the first drink, so...
it could be mud.
Not going to be mud. So the Mimban is a swamp planet. Got my little notes here. So since it rains there all the time, everything is made of mud, so I could see where the mud theme comes from.
It looks like mud.
That looks exactly like mud. Yeah.
Now, Mimban, of course, is presented first to the Star Wars world, really in Solo, a Star Wars story. You see it as a rainy, muddy planet covered in trench warfare. They've been basically at war from the Clone Wars all the way through the establishment of the Empire. Essentially, this is an escape from the idea of like a worn-torn life. So dive in and see what you think.
All right. With that being said, if we had some smell-o-vision on our planet here, would you really want smell-o-vision?
You know, I'm one of those people. I'm up to try something at least once. You get that uniqueness, right? Tasting an authentic food isn't quite the same as tasting it in the country that it originates. So I would probably try it.
I use a smell-o-vision, see what it's like over there.
Yeah, I don't know that I would enjoy it, but I'd try it.
I'm just thinking eating some good mud.
Right.
That is a nice tart.
It's very interesting mixing the chocolate nature mixed with the very tart like topping.
Man, I wish I could. Smell-o-vision would be great for everybody on this one. To be able to smell and taste that. We're hitting for the wins today. Make sure I get all the whipped cream there, because maybe I'm missing something. I didn't get enough whipped cream.
Make sure that you actually get the full experience there.
Nope, got the full experience the first time.
Now the topping is actually known as a nectarose crystal. It's basically like a sugared candy.
Sugar tart candy?
Yeah.
I'm seeing a tart theme throughout this planet.
Yeah. Now, we tried porg-based cocktails. Hated those. We tried Pikobi Eggs as well as Shaak Roast from Naboo.
Yeah.
And then finished with the muddy Mimban dessert.
Yeah, the Mimban, that's okay.
Yeah. We like to just remind everybody, stay hungry, stay nerdy, and may the fork be with you.